They had a huge burn in here just south of Fairplay, Colorado. 15,000 acres back in 2018.
A lot of aspen regen, which is awesome. It's did good things for the habitat.
It's prime elk country.
I'm gonna have to start playing traffic control person because we've got so many people coming in this morning and trying to get everybody parked.
Yeah, they sure felt like me.
Good morning!
Gathering around, we want to introduce ourselves and kind of get started for the day. We're doing a fence removal project for the United States Forest Service here in the Long Park area. We had no idea we would get this kind of response that we've gotten, especially the weekend after the 4th of July. When Alan and I first decided to do this, we were lucky if we would get 30, 40 people, and we had over 100 plus people registered. Thank you very much for stepping up and coming to the cause.
We probably could have had 200, but at one point we finally had to say, we have enough for this project.
So this area is what we call the McQuaid grazing allotment. It's an active livestock grazing allotment. And of course, we're using these cattle as a management tool to improve the habitat for the wildlife. And as everyone is probably familiar with this area, there are a lot of elk in here. And then of course we had the Weston Pass fire that came through in 2018. And it could not have been a more beautiful fire if we had planned it ourselves. All the wildlife is pretty happy about all the nutrients back in the soil, making nice, juicy grass for them. So some of these fences that we're removing, some were damaged in the fire, and some have probably been here since the 1950s. What we've been doing with a lot of our rangeland management is we're trying to move away from fences. They really don't work, especially across large landscapes. We'd rather have our grazing permittees manage their herd by riding, by using salt and supplement and water. So we decided a bunch of the fences were gonna go away completely. And that's why we're tearing some of these out. They're just not necessary.
I've been pretty heavily involved with lots of different banquets, but again, I've never had an opportunity to come out to a work project and, you know, do something constructive that's gonna help the elk and help the habitat and things along those lines.
Just like a cell phone.
Just like a cell phone.
Lots of buttons.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It's all the new stuff.
I'm just rolling on by.
We decided on this particular project because time-wise for the Forest Service, it worked out really well, and the importance of getting the fence out before we get to later in the fall and in the winter time. There's quite a bit of hunting activity up here in the fall, and with them just opening up June 15th, it's a very short window for us to get this project done.
Still kind of new. It's called vents, and it's a virtual fence. So we put collars on the livestock, and we have a tower, a central located tower. It's kind of similar to the invisible fence that people put in their yards for their dogs. We're in kind of the beginning of that. So we'll see where that takes us, but they are having success in Chaffee County with that. And I think this is just gonna be an awesome thing, especially with removing more fence, getting it out of the wildlife corridors, and that, you know, we try to make it easier for the wildlife, but getting a lot of this old fence out of here is gonna be huge.
A lot of good people here, a lot of well-intentioned people.
I like to hunt elk. I think they're really interesting animals, and you know, they live in my backyard, so my way to pay it forward.
I'm out here with my dad, my grandma, and my grandpa.
We're starting to see a younger crowd starting to get involved. I mean, it's hard for them to volunteer time and donate their time, but when they do, you want to make it special, and you want to be able to give them something to look at that they've accomplished and help accomplish.
I would say being a conservationist in today's world means that you just want to continue doing what you're doing. I enjoy being outside. I enjoy being outside with my family. And so conservationism to me is ensuring that we will continue to be able to do this now in the next generation and the generation after that.
I'm happy to be a part of this organization, and I just see what they are doing all over the country.
This is our second wire pull. We did one last year and then hope to keep doing these. They're a lot of fun.
Nothing is more important than being able to come into public land and enjoy it, hunt it, fish it, and maintain it, preserve it, keep it, because it's the greatest treasure that we have in this country. And a lot of people don't even know about it.
If you're going to shoot the elk, you need to support the elk.
I've been able to meet people from all across the country. We have the same passion about elk, wildlife, and the landscape. And it's just really important for us to be able to have our kids, our grandkids benefit from all the hard work we've done in 39 years. They can come out, get their hands dirty, meet like-minded people, and have fun on a weekend.
Wasn't bad going up, but coming down, you kind of felt your age.
Yeah. Coming down, I had
It was
a
like-
steel post at each end to use for walking sticks to get me down off of there.
Some of the volunteers I meet are just phenomenal people that have that drive down deep in their heart that this is what they want to do.
From the Elk Foundation, what an awesome day. You're not filming, are you? Yeah, he is.
And we all have the same goal: protect the outdoors, keep wild places wild. It doesn't get any better than that.